Hello everyone, and you're very welcome to a special edition of Trinity Truths. We know that by now you're all used to our documentary style presentation of the hard-hitting facts, but like everyone else in the world, the COVID-19 crisis has forced us to adapt. At the moment, the country is awash with fake news, so we've decided to bring you this special edition to calm your fears, inform the nation and cash in on the clicks. We now go to a good school friend of mine and our Southeast correspondent, Lucius Locks, who's deep in County Wexford. Lucius, tell us what life is like under the virus for those of you who haven't quite managed to escape.
Hello, how are you? What's going on down here? Multiple fatalities. Sinn Féin? Strawberry picking? Child labouring again, you know.
I'm sorry, Lucius, we can't really hear you. The connection seems to be a little bit dodgy.
Hello? I think it's because... Ma'am, no!
Unfortunately, it appears that we've lost Lucius and he's used up the week's internet. But we now go to a part of the country that the government hasn't forgotten about and neglected for years, Dublin 4. Ronan, how's the virus life treating you in Dandy D4?
Well, it's actually getting quite tough here, believe it or not. Yeah, I just had to cancel my flights to Thailand, so it looks like the Koh Samui Cup will be postponed until further notice. Yeah, we just had to let go a bunch of the housekeeping staff. It's quite upsetting, but we managed to grab the Arts Block room in a very competitive auction. Yeah, I suppose our logic was that it's a higher upfront investment, but in the long run we'll save money because we don't have to pay it as much as the foreigners.
Oh, very, very good, Ronan. And how's he settling in?
Yeah, he's doing well, all things considered, I think. He suffered a lot of abuse at the hands of Trinity admin, as all of us did. And he hasn't really been the same since. I mean, sometimes he's like in the garden, he gets quite shy, you know? He like hides in the corner, and then other times he gets quite confused and he just goes around the garden in circles.
Sounds like he's ready for a job with academic registry, so...
Quite right. But sure, the way I look at it is he's free from the provost's clutches now. I think he'll be happier for it.
Thank you, Ronan. We're delighted to hear that you're keeping the chin up in these trying times. Over to politics now, and Minister for Health Simon Harris lived up to the Fine Gael tradition of clangers when he declared that a vaccine was hard to come by because there had been a coronavirus 1 through 18 and no vaccine found yet. Minister for Harris is hoping that the lockdown will end shortly, however, and the cinemas reopen, as he can't wait for Blade Runner 2 through 2048 coming to cinemas later this year. The government has received much praise of its relatively competent handling of the virus, obliterating the last decade of austerity, the homeless crisis, and the many overspends and scandals. The virus is known to target the elderly and disabled, and others the Taoiseach believes don't get up particularly early in the morning, and it is understood that Fine Gael have approached the virus with an offer of a ministerial position. Over to Donal now, who has the weather for us on this beautiful, lovely grey Irish day. Donal, what's happening outside?
Thank you, Up My Own. As we know, Ireland is usually dull, grey and full of ugly people. But seeing as everyone is being forced to stay inside, the sun has decided to come out and make the country ever so slightly nicer. This won't last for long, however, as the sun will mean more people will emerge for walks, and the renewed sight of socks and sandals, terrible tan and nose hair that defies gravity will once again cause the sun to take offence and fuck off. That's the weather.
Thank you, Donal. We truly would be lost without you. That's all from us at Trinity Truths. We hope you enjoyed this new special style COVID-19 presentation. Don't you worry, we'll be back very, very shortly to keep you up to date and on the minute on the latest happenings from around the country. However, as we leave you, we're going to leave you with the week's headlines. There were fears around college when excavation work was seen happening to the Campanile. People believed that a 5G mast was about to be installed, but Trinity Truths have learned that it is in fact being repurposed for accommodation to house hundreds of international students in the coming years. Giving up all pretences of caring, Academic Registry have decided to forego exams this year and instead are going to give out grades decided by a college-wide game of Snap held on Zoom. Academic Registry does, however, promise to give at least 15 minutes notice before the starting of the game. And finally, the Provost, seeing that things were only going to go one way, has decided to put the college up for sale on Done Deal. At the time of broadcast, however, he has only received an offer of a swap for a mysterious jar of growths and the county of Longford. That's it. That's all we have time for today. We hope you're keeping safe and keeping the fuck away from each other. Up my own holy, Trinity Truths.